Walk of Fame. He really deserves it. I love Dr. Dre. I don't care what nobody got to say about it. Hey, hand me those papers over there. Oh my God, do. Somebody please say it ain't so. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Docs Daily. Got some more sad news about Diddy and some more good news about Dr. Dre, but it should be the other way around. Dr. Dre got a get out of jail free card when he signed 50 Cent. The West Coast been throwing stones and hiding their hand behind 50 Cent, hiding under the Eminem umbrella. All of the people that Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg had beef with, 50 Cent got beef with them people. It ain't an East Coast, West Coast thing, even though 50 Cent is way more closer to the people on the West Coast than he ever was with the people on the East Coast. Dr. Dre has been honored with a Hollywood star. He on the Walk of Fame. And once they do that, it ain't no way they could backtrack and take it back. He's solidified. There's no accusations that could spring up to make them go out there and dig up that star on the Walk of Fame. It don't matter who come forward or what the allegations is. Dr. Dre is solidified, and not only him, but everybody else under the West Coast umbrella ain't got to worry about a thing. Snoop Dogg, his right-hand man with the dirty raps, doggy style, stick it in your mouth. Been singing dirty rap songs his whole entire career. Allegations out the anus, and he ain't got to worry about going down for nothing because 50 Cent made sure that his West Coast compadres are free from any accusations to ever be made in the future. The East Coast, West Coast war is over, and the West has been won. 50 Cent is developing a documentary on Diddy allegations. He vows to donate the proceeds to sexual assault victims. News flash, 50 Cent is a part of Dr. Dre's aftermath. And Diddy going down is a part of the aftermath, and it's all been orchestrated. Y'all gotta listen and pay close attention so y'all can see exactly how the play went down. Your boy 50 been doing dirt. He been working hard. He been grinding. He been doing it all for the West Coast. He even said it in his rap. He want for LA to love him like they love Pac. And that's exactly what he is. He been taking them out, pew, one by one, pew, 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 pew. And the dude at the top of the charts, Diddy, the main man that Tupac wanted to take out, the main infiltrator of the East Coast, West Coast beef is no more. And now Dr. Dre, the legend, the myth, the man has been immortalized, even though he got way more accusations than Diddy could have ever had. He beat up women in public, stomped them out with the NWA crew. This man been getting sued since the 80s. And he still ain't been persecuted. And I'm going to explain to y'all why. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button because y'all know I got so much love for y'all, man. And for the people that already hit that like and subscribed and leaving them comments in the comment section, let me show y'all some love right now. We got Neil Ortiz in the building, Chopper, Nevin Reed, Display Faith, Mia Ray, Detroit's finest, what it do? Dawn A. We got Sherry Han, Lance, Hero King Legend, and Aaron is here as well, man. George Younger, who else we got? The whole family, Nelly Williams, Latoya Pert, Eric Lawson, Nevin Reed, Swifty Panda, Mary Jacob, and Nina. That's what it is. Now let's get back to some hardcore facts that we gotta elaborate on. Snoop Dogg been playing the game like a pro. He got in good with Diddy over the years. They've been hanging out, they've been bros. And Dr. Dre even mended his relationship with Diddy as well. Y'all gotta listen at this. Reg, go ahead and play that, bro.
The idea of being memorialized on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, it's an incredible tribute to my artistry. Growing up in Compton, I never imagined that I would one day be represented here among some of my childhood heroes. you know. We've heard the saying a million times before, focus on your passion and the rest will follow, and that's exactly what it is for me. Pouring my whole soul and self into my passion for hip-hop led me on a pathway to an incredible career, and I've been fortunate enough to make a living doing exactly what I love to do. How about that? Isn't that the dream, right? Yeah. And over the course of my career, I've had the privilege of finding and nurturing new talent as well as pushing the boundaries of hip-hop, both in content and substance.
They had to make a push because Dr. Dre been going through hell. He suffered a brain aneurysm and he also had 3 strokes. It was looking like it was going to be game over for Dr. Dre. And they knew if he went down, even if it was in death, the whole West Coast was going to be persecuted. Snoop Dogg even went at Gayle King. He called her a funky bitch. And Oprah and the whole world heard it. And they was gunning for Snoop. They was going to drag his ass. And if they was going to drag Snoop, best believe they was going to drag Dr. Dre as well. And it took for Jada Pinkett to come out to save his ass. But the only way they could keep this thing flowing is if they had a good relationship with Diddy, so he wouldn't have a clue what was coming down the pipeline. Look at this, y'all. They promised him beats by Diddy that never seen the light of day. It ain't nowhere you can purchase them. They've been pacifying this man for years. It's an East Coast, West Coast thing, making him feel like they was all family, when all along they was just buttering him up to throw his ass on the grill. Pay attention. Pay close attention because it's gonna get rough. The ride, you ain't gonna like it. It's gruesome and it's dirty. They had Diddy under the impression that it was all love when it really wasn't. Y'all gotta listen at this, man, because this is the saddest part of the whole video. Listen.
Diddy beats. Hopefully y'all will be able to get a pair of them, tell your friends about it. But we here today to start on this long road to history and taking beats, the brand beats to #1. Any of y'all own any beats by Dre?
Appreciate it, thank you. It's crazy that this is the first time that me and Diddy got a chance to do some business together. Hopefully this is the beginning of just some new and better things in the future. And I'm just happy to be in business with my man.
Same here, same here.
Wait. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they got them Diddy beats in store. Let me see if I could buy a pair. He promised them that they was gonna do business. I mean, where they at? I'm looking online. Do y'all know where the Diddy beats? Do anybody own a pair of Diddy beats? I never even seen it in the motherfucking store. Hold up, wait. New book reveals Diddy's role in Dr. Dre losing $200 million in Apple Beats by Dre deal. A release expert revisits what happened behind the scenes following Dr. Dre and Tyrese's viral moment. So Diddy out here fucking up the money. It's only one way to handle that, playboy. Put 50 on his ass, because he guaranteed to get half of that money back. Beats Electronics, the joint venture with Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, was purchased by Apple in 2014, but when news of the partnership leaked, it cost $200 million and Diddy is reportedly the motherfucking blame. How y'all think the West Coast feel about that, cuz? He done blew up the deal, messed up the money. It was a $3.2 billion deal. And Diddy blew up the bag. Or so we think. Diddy blew up the bag. Either way, they had to recuperate. And by Dr. Dre receiving this Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame, that pretty much covers it, because he ain't got to worry about nobody ever accusing him for something like this. Listen.
August. Till then, doctors have ordered Robinson to do nothing but get complete rest and try to eat as hearty as he can. In Los Angeles, Dee Barnes, host of the Fox TV rap show Pump It Up, is filing a civil suit against Dr. Dre of the hardcore rap group NWA. Barnes seeks damages over $10 million and claims that last January at an LA club, Dre assaulted her, grabbing her hair, slamming her face and body into a wall, and kicking her in the ribs. Barnes' attorneys say that Dre was apparently upset that one of Barnes' producers inserted her interview with ex-NWA member Ice Cube into a Pump It Up show last winter featuring NWA. The group and Ice Cube have become mortal enemies since he left NWA 2 years ago. NWA's independent publicist...
Ice Cube got the hell out of there when he witnessed Dr. Dre beat the dookie out of Dee Barnes in front of everybody. He got scared. He ran out the back door. They talking about it had something to do with Jerry Heller and some money, but that's the furthest thing from the truth. When he seen Dr. Dre grab that woman by her head and smash her into a steel wall, that's when he got ghost, because he knew that this was going to follow them all the way down the line. If it wasn't going to get them that day, it was going to get them in the future. But somehow, some way, it's Diddy that's being persecuted and not Dr. Dre. Listen to this.
Norman Winter says, quote, I know Dr. Dre as a gentle soul, the loving father of a baby boy. I can't imagine him treating any lady in anything but a gentlemanly fashion. No comment from NWA's record label, but here's what NWA themselves had to say about the incident back in March.
That's what she get. I hope she get it again.
Man, this man said, that's what the she get. And I hope she get it again. He said it on the news. Can you imagine if he said something like that today? On MTV, BET, that's what she get? And I hope she get it again? Listen.
Else had to say about the incident back in March.
That's what she get. I hope she get it again. She got beat down. The person, the host of that show, did something that she knows she did and got beat down, and I hope it happened again. See you around, buddy boy.
What was that, Ren?
Huh?
What did she do that was that?
What did she do?
What did she do that created the situation that made it that bad?
Try to make us look stupid. Tried to play us. Is that national TV? Tried to play us. On national TV.
On national TV. She tried to play them on television and got that ass worked by a West Coast gangster. He beat her like she was a motherfucking man. He did her worse than Debo did Debbie and Felicia. Like, you tripping, that's a female. And they saying that's where Ice Cube got that idea for the Friday movie when Debo slapped the fuck out of Nia Long. And when he fought Debo, that's what he wished he would have did with Dr. Dre when he was with NWA. That was the whole inspiration for the ending of the Friday movie. Fast forward to 2024, Diddy is down for the count. And Dr. Dre's the myth, the man, the legend. He can't be stopped. Listen to this, y'all.
Dr. Dre's estranged wife, Nicole Young, has come forward with allegations of physical and emotional abuse against her ex, including the claim that he held a gun to her head twice during their marriage. Nicole detailed her allegations in a declaration amid their ongoing divorce proceedings.
Look at he been fighting bitches his whole life. Look at his chin, y'all. It looked like he lived with cats and canines. He went upside her shit and somebody went upside his. Them big, deep, them cuts still leaking. He got red stains on his white shirt. She said that he put a gun to her head twice. And he played Russian roulette with his wife on their anniversary. And somehow, some way, 50 Cent made it possible for him to be a leader, to be a hero, to be an inspiration inside of the music industry, while at the same time making a documentary. Where y'all think that money coming from? If 50 Cent is developing it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait. Y'all gotta see this, man. God. If anybody known for making documentaries, it's Dr. Dre. Oh yeah. Look at this, man. Y'all remember this? The Game. His first album was titled The Documentary. And it was all Dr. Dre's idea. So when I see stuff like this, it brings me full circle, because The Game was the one that was beefing with 50 Cent and got outcasted from Aftermath, even though it was Diddy that introduced The Game to Dr. Dre in the first place. Y'all gotta listen to this.
And before you got with Dre, wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party. So that's basically all we did. I think
he had to think about it. He fixed his mouth like he wanted to say something with an F. Hold on, y'all.
I was just some
with Jay.
Wait a minute, get that together. Because he told on himself about 8-9 times in a 30-second clip. Look at this.
T on Get Low Records.
Mm-hmm.
Did you sign with him at that point, or was it just some homie shit?
Nah, it was just some old handshake shit.
Okay, so you put together this demo with JT on Get Low Records.
Mm-hmm.
Did you sign with him at that point, or was it just some homie shit?
Nah, it was just some old handshake shit, street shit.
Okay, he signed with JT. And ain't no telling what the JT stand for. They said that was Big Frida's name, Jiggly Tits, before he changed his name to Big Frida. So I'm gonna have to do some more investigations on that, but that's probably who they talking about.
Okay. And before you got with Dre, wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff like to party. So that's basically all we did. I think the few times I was running around with D-Mac and Puff, we just did a bunch of partying. We might have went to the studio once or twice, but I didn't get to record nothing. I was just,
Okay, but I mean, Puffy was a huge deal back then.
Still a huge deal.
I mean, he's still a huge deal, but he's not doing music anymore,
Right.
is what I'm saying. Back then, Bad Boy was on fire, and he's running around with you. And, Puffy's a busy guy.
I was running around with him.
Yeah. You were running around with him.
Right.
Was he talking about signing you, or what exactly happened?
Nah, Puff he wanted to sign me. He just, he was moving around. Like he had the restaurant Justin's in Atlanta, so we was in and out of that. A lot of parties in Atlanta.
A lot of parties in Atlanta. A whole lot of parties up in the A-Town, baby. Got a restaurant down there. He was in and out of there. The Game was living in Atlanta before he got a record deal. Tongue ring, nipple rings, running around with Puff. Time to party, let's go. He in the mirror getting dressed. He doing all this shit. Listen.
With him and V and Big Wolf and Fab and Jeezy was just Fab was already on. Jeezy was coming coming of age. But we just party, man. And then when I told Puff, I was like, yo, Dre is interested in signing me. He was like, go ahead, Playboy. That's where you belong anyway. He was like, man, he was like, that makes sense. And contractually, I didn't have nothing with Diddy anyway. It was always, I could whenever we slow down and whatever.
So everybody he was partying with wound up getting deals. Before Jeezy got on, he was partying with Puff and wound up getting a deal with Jay-Z. The Game went with Dr. Dre, and ironically, he made an album called The Documentary, got into a beef with 50, and now 50 is making a documentary about Diddy. What are the odds? This is a win-win deal for everybody on Puff's behalf. Dr. Dre made plenty of money off of the East Coast, West Coast beef, man. And he's still counting it. But he ain't down for the count. Y'all need to see something, and I'm gonna share this with y'all, and I know it's gonna be crazy, but 50 been robbing Diddy for a long time, and once upon a time, Diddy had enough and told 50, he knew exactly what 50 was doing and called him out for it. Look at this, y'all.
Get your hand out my pocket, man. Get your hand out my pocket. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing on the channel. Get your hand out my pocket, man. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I see, yo. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing. Nah.
He called him out a long time ago. A long time. You could only play this man for so long before he see the play. He knew exactly what 50 was there to do. He running with them West Coast guys. He got all this beef with the East Coast. He getting all this dirt and information. He's snooping around. He's selling all these records. He's the competition. He not playing for the home team. It's like he hang around the Knicks, even though he signed to the Lakers. So whenever he in their locker room, they know he gonna run back and tell a op what they doing. That's why they called him a snitch. Eminem made it possible for Dr. Dre to never do a day in jail. And it's all orchestrated. Back when they was making music in the early 2000s and the 90s, you could call a bitch, and people would applaud you for it. But if they tried to release some of that music and do some of the stuff they was doing back then today, they all gonna be sitting in jail. And best believe, somebody gotta take the fall. But when you got a star on that Walk of Fame, let me double check something real quick before I continue on with this. Let's double check and make sure. Do R. Kelly have a star? Hold on. R. Kelly ain't got no damn star. Kelly Clarkson do, but not R. Kelly. How many of these rappers got a star? Missy got her star. Queen Latifah. Pharrell got a star. LL Cool J, Pitbull. Everybody except for Diddy. Ice Cube got a star. Snoop ain't got no star. Cypress Hill, 50 Cent, they. Missy Elliott, Ice-T, Ludacris. And them the only rappers that got stars. And if they would have gave one to Diddy, they would have to go back and reconstruct, and that's something that they not trying to do. Hold on, man. Run that back. Because I know y'all seen that, but that ain't got nothing to do with this damn video, because I'm trying to make a point, and ain't nothing going to keep me from making my point. Look at this, y'all.
Get your hand out my pocket, man. Get your hand out my pocket. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing on the channel. Get your hand out my pocket, man. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I see, yo. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing. Nah, look at me, man. I see what you're doing, man. Yeah, you gonna make me. Okay, I'm telling you right now, when I want to work with Diddy, I'm going to physically put my hands on somebody for the ratings because he's not gonna outdo me. I'm gonna physically. I'm gonna go to Central Book. Yeah. I'm used to it. I know what it is. But get your hand out my pocket. Get off my channel, boy.
This is what I gotta do it, right? And these are my friends. Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 9th.
That's why.
Wow. It really, really makes you wonder. Is it beef? Is it love? What's the situation? When you got a job, you got to execute the plan. You got to go with it if you want to do it or not. When them boys paying you top dollar, you got to do what you got to do. When Eminem give you the plot, it don't matter if you friends or if you like the op that you dealing with. When you at war, you got to fight. Whatever they putting you out to do, that's exactly what you're going to have to do, man. And you know Eminem don't give a damn about no toy soldiers. Look at this. We gonna get to Snoop Dogg in a second. Y'all gotta stay tuned. I'll just keep on watching because everybody gonna get exposed. Hold on. Look at this, y'all. In an eerie coincidence, a shooting death of Proof was depicted in Eminem's 2005 music video for Like Toy Soldiers, a song that warns against hip-hop wars escalating into real-life violence. The video shows a bloodied Proof lying in a hospital bed while doctors try to revive him. It also depicts the rapper's funeral. So we dealing with some real deal numerology, see it before it happened type of shit. Eminem be knowing and seeing how Dr. Dre saved his life, you figure it's only right that Eminem return the favor. And if he can predict the death of his best friend, he had to be able to predict that Dr. Dre wouldn't make it out of the 2000s and 20s. He had to see that the doctor would need a doctor bad. And actually, he predicted that as well. Look at this. They knew something was wrong with Dre before he even had the damn stroke or the seizure, y'all. He put him in the video doing bad. He made a song with this man called I Need a Doctor. And not that long after, Dr. Dre had a brain aneurysm. He's a warlock, if you ask me. And he's the one in the video saving Dr. Dre's life, keeping him alive and well and keeping him relevant. And it's only one thing that Dr. Dre is worried about, only one thing that could take him out the game. Eminem is the real doctor and Dre is the patient. They laugh and they joke about it, and they even got Mike Tyson in on it. It goes on and on. He made this video in 2011. Dr. Dre ain't have a brain aneurysm until like 2021. Hold on, y'all. I guess that's how you spell it. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Dr. Dre survived a brain aneurysm. And it was, he said, look, Dr. Dre survived a brain aneurysm. Here's what you need to know about the life-threatening condition. And this all took place in 2021. Eminem made that video way back 10 years before he really needed a doctor. But he knew it was going to happen. So when I tell you that 50 Cent is a plant, so they all can stay out of the shit, then that's what it is. Hold on. Run this back. They need to finish listening to this, man. Because Dr. Dre got accusations going back from way, way back in the day. Listen at this, y'all.
One night he came in, I guess he went out with Dogg and yelling, and he came in drunk and just took off and sucked me in ass. I honestly couldn't tell you. We couldn't have had an argument or anything because I was just waking up to, I have no idea, but that was the first time. And woke up the next morning and I kid you not, didn't have a conversation about it at all. At all. The only thing I did too was he gave me some money to go to the grocery store to buy some sunglasses. That's it.
I came up thinking that's the way it was supposed to be also. I've watched a few of my cousins get a little rough with.
Now, it's a reason why a lot of West Coast gangsters look like pit bull dogs. With the green eyes, the hazel eyes and stuff, they love them pit bulls, dog. And they attack women. Like, I ain't talking about all my West Coast gangsters, but for my people on the West Side, it's a whole bunch of hazel-eyed people out there. And they real thuggish. Even Tupac said everybody in LA got a little bit of thug in them. And Dr. Dre definitely is thugged out. It's a point I want to make to y'all before we even go further with this whole thing. And y'all need to feel me on this. So just give me a moment while I type this in. Y'all stay tuned, man. Let's go. Yep. Put that up. Need that. And we also need this. Yep. Reg, yeah, go ahead, do that. And one more thing that we got to pull up. All right, let's get into it. Why did R. Kelly and Eminem never work together? Eminem dissed R. Kelly. Eminem beefing with Machine Gun Kelly. He beefing with everybody named Kelly, but one of the main beefs he had a big beef with R. Kelly. That's one person he wasn't feeling. And before he'll see Dr. Dre go down, R. Kelly would go down before Dr. Dre would ever go down. Look at this, man. Before there was a surviving R. Kelly, there was a surviving Compton. This is where they got it from. They took R. Kelly out the game. They smeared his name just to cover up what Dr. Dre had going on. On the same network, this is what they was pushing and this is what they was promoting. And the allegations and lawsuits was pouring in from women all across the world with a Dr. Dre story. They was letting it fly. Did a whole movie / documentary about NWA. And they was all under the heat. And this was going big and this was getting viral and this was doing numbers. They had Suge in the mix. The whole story about how she was getting abused by the man with the brand new, fresh Hollywood star. They was going ham. And this came out, let me double check it. What year did this come out? It came out in 2016, Surviving Compton. And then they hit you with the Surviving R. Kelly. It really clinked things up for Dr. Dre. Nobody wasn't even thinking about him no more. They shifted it all to Kells. They winning. Then they got a chick that looked just like Michelle A to be the poster girl for the campaign. So this came out, people forgot about Dre. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. It's just a bunch of gibberish. Motherfuckers act like they forgot about drag. That man is a genius, a wizard. They forgot about Dre and the wise words of Eminem. And that's exactly what they did. And they ain't just do it this one time. They did it numerous times. We got to keep on rolling with the show. Matter of fact, let me take a halftime. How y'all doing out there, man? Y'all good? Is y'all getting this? Do I need to go back? Do I need to revamp them allegations and speculations? We got Tivius Banks in the building. What it do, boy? Lance Hero King, Legend, Lady K still kicking it with Lone Ranger and Swifty Panda. Tamika Hill is keeping it real and she a member. That's what I'm talking about, man. Display faith everywhere. Higher thinking. We need you, bro. Sherry Hand, Natural Immunity is here. Jason Wildboy is kicking it. Did I mention Nina? Woodrow Blue? Who else we got, man? All the people showing me love, I'm showing y'all love back. War Soprano, Myra Thompson, Neil Ortiz, Anton West. No, I ain't gonna forget about you, Playboy. The Lone Ranger, Big J21, Dawn A. Williams, Abel, Oracle, Lisa, Sammy. The whole family, man. Everybody watching, y'all get nothing but love, but let's get back to the business. Yeah, set that up, Reg. Because we need to go full throttle with this one. We're going to have to play it so people can hear exactly what I'm trying to say. Okay, we good? All right, run that and then let it fly, bro. Okay, here we go. All right, let's get to it. All right, listen, y'all.
Anya, thanks for calling. You on BET Talk.
Yes, I want to give much props to BET and to you, Travis. To Snoop, I want to know, what is your relationship with Suge Knight and with Biggie Smile?
My relationship with Suge Knight, that's my CEO, my partner, my homeboy, my love, my business, my inspiration, my love.
Pause. 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 So that's my baby, my boo, my daddy, my love, my love. That's my baby. He been talking like that before Diddy ever called himself Brother Love. Y'all gotta understand what happened. Before Tupac got there, before Danny Boy was on Suge's arm, it was Snoop Doggy Style, Doggy Dogg with the perm, with Big Daddy Suge, going platinum, and he was the man up there at Death Row. Once upon a time, he had Suge all to himself. His love, his baby, his boo-boo, his sugar bear, but baby, baby, boo-boo, baby, baby, sugar, sugar bear. Until Tupac showed up. And Suge pushed him to the back. And him and Pac became tighter than brothers. Even when he did show Snoop Dogg some love, Tupac was in the middle of everything they had going on. California love. That's what it was. When Pac came in the picture, and Suge would snatch off his shirt and the paparazzi rush into the hotel room. Like, what y'all doing? They had to explain to the paparazzi why they was in there with their shirts off. Like, that's what West Coast gangsters do. We party, and we have a good time. Now if you want to get down, and you want big teddy bear nigga like me, you need to come to Death Row, man. As soon as Tupac got out of jail, and when they heard what them boys did to him allegedly when he was in jail, they had to get his ass out ASAP. He was already broken in. And the West Coast niggas was waiting. Yeah, nigga, yeah. Yep. And you can't say Tupac don't like them big boys. Because once upon a time, he was into BBWs. Yep, him and Diddy. So when you hear Snoop say that Suge Knight was his baby, his boo-boo, his all that stuff, and now you know why. Let's get back into this, man. Okay, pull that back up. Yeah. Nope. The other one. Yeah, pull that back. Run that back. Listen at this, y'all. Get that, listen.
California, we go now to Illinois, to Tanya. Tanya, thanks for calling. You're on BET Talk.
Yes, I want to give much props to BT and to you, Travis. To Snoop, I want to know, what is your relationship with Suge Knight and with Biggie Smile?
My relationship with Suge Knight.
Her ass fell asleep before she could even finish the question. What's your relationship with Suge Knight and Biggie Smile? This was a late night show. Because her ass, she must have been calling all night and finally got through, and that's when that melatonin kicked in. Hold on, listen to this.
Tanya, thanks for calling. You're on BET Talk.
Yes, I want to give much props to BT and to you, Travis. To Snoop, I want to know, what is your relationship with Suge Knight and with Biggie Smile?
My relationship with Suge Knight, that's my CEO, my partner, my homeboy, my love, my business, my inspiration, my love. Biggie Smalls, he's an artist that I listen to his music, I love his work. There's no beef, it's nothing personal. I don't hate him and I don't disrespect him, and I love what he do, you know what I'm saying? And it's just me, I'm just a smooth, peaceful individual. I don't have beef with nobody right now, baby.
Speaking of
y'all, let's come on, man. Snoop, you thought you was a motherfucking West Coast crip. Sea walking and smacking bitches. He just the most peaceful, lovingest, friendliest gangsta. I love my baby, my boo. I ain't got no beef with nobody. I'm just a smooth type of fella. I ain't got no beef. I love everybody, baby girl. I love everybody. Bullshit. Snoop be out here pulling hits. As soon as them cameras off, that's when his ass get to loking. The dudes that killed Tupac was some straight up Crips from the West Coast, cuh. And that was around the same time that Tupac was beefing with Snoop. They ain't even let him live a week. But he making it seem like he just the nicest, criminalist gangster in the world. He done set up the whole death row. And it's still a G thing. And he's still rolling with Dr. Dre. And on top of that, wait a minute, y'all gotta see this, man. On top of all of that, this man owns Death Row. He the CEO. People call him all types of snakes. I say he's a hell of a businessman. Suge in jail, Snoop is... He owned the whole company, acting like he don't know what the hell is going on. Like he ain't out here pulling power plays. So when you see Snoop Dogg with 50 Cent and Dr. Dre and Eminem, you gotta understand, these are the men that pulled all the rabbits out the motherfucking hat. To see them at that Dr. Dre Hollywood Walk of Fame and Diddy going through what he going through and Suge Knight sitting behind bars, they've been pulling some power plays all along. Hold on. I'm trying to tell you, these men, them dudes ain't no joke. They don't finagle their ways out of situations unimaginable and they still on top. You got to be the grimiest of the grimiest to survive this long in this music business. Don't even get me started with 50 Cent. Matter of fact, let's do that real quick. Set it up, Reg. Let's go, man. This man single-handedly took down the Supreme team. He took out the whole, not only the Supreme team, but the whole Murder Inc. And none of them dudes. He took out Ja Rule. He played the game like a pro. Everybody that Tupac was beefing with, he beefed with them. That goes down to Jimmy Iovine, the Money Bags, all of them. He got lit up 9 times and still came back. That's what you call a survivor. Absolutely no joke. Done worked his way all the way to the top of the game, and ain't no way they gonna be able to take him out of his position, man. I'm talking about some hardcore street gangsters from the 80s, before cell phones, pop you in your head, and won't nobody even know about it. And if they do know, they ain't gonna say nothing. Some original OGs, he took them out, the whole squad, in one sweep. So when he's standing next to Snoop, who took out the whole death row and got the chain around his neck on the West Coast, where rappers can't even go without even getting lit up. Hold on, y'all. Let's be real. Each and every last one of these dudes got something in common. Snoop Dogg told y'all straight up, he sold his soul to the devil. If people thought that he was playing, he was dead ass serious. He sold his soul and made a whole album about it. But that was far-fetched in the 90s. He did the video where the devil was in his hospital. He turned to Christ and turned to us. It was wicked. He let the world know his plight, his rise to fame, and how he got there. And he wasn't joking one bit. He had a real life Satanist in his video. He hired this man to come down to death row and do his video. And he is the real deal. If you don't want to cross that line with Snoop, because if you do, it's game over and lights out. He paid the price. That's why he ain't never gonna fall off. Murder was the case. He did what he had to do in order to survive. And now he's still the man. And it don't stop with Snoop. Hold on. Oh man, since we talking about Dr. Dre, might as well talk about Eazy-E as well. You want to talk about somebody being evil and involved with the devil? It don't get no eviler than motherfucking Eazy-E. It was easy for him to be evil. Rest in peace to Eazy. But the whole Ruthless Records was satanic, man. And Dr. Dre was a part of that. So was Ice Cube. And so was everything else that they put out. And this was one of his most evilest creations. He put these demon ass rappers out. All his rappers was on some witch shit, on some Ouija board, crazy madness. That's all he was producing. Actually, that's what all the West Coast legends was producing. Straight up wicked ass music. And Dr. Dre played easy like a game. Each and every last one of these dudes we talking about got somebody that they got over on about 50 times over. And the reason why I'm elaborating on this stuff so hard is because Diddy is in a situation because he got played by some West Coast gangsters. When you talk about the East Coast, West Coast beef, the West Coast won. Let me show y'all something. And I know I keep doing this, but y'all gotta feel me on this one. $50 Cent is basically LeBron James. He did damage on the East Coast. He did his thing with the Cavs. Y'all get where I'm going with this? He was the chosen one with them underground mixtapes. He had the streets on fire when he was in Queens or when he was with the Cavs. But when he got to the Lakers, that's when everything changed. Even though he from Akron and all that good stuff, did his thing in Miami, got deep East Coast ties. But when he got to the Lakers, that's all that mattered. This the team that he playing for. You could say the same thing about 50 Cent. He did his thing in New York. He put it down. But he playing for a whole nother team. And he gonna guarantee that his team win the championship. It's East versus West. And the West Coast undrafted one of the hottest players, one of the most manipulative players to play on their squad. And they winning. And as far as Diddy go, he's a good player, but he ain't got no squad. Diddy is basically like the Brooklyn Nets. He ain't never gonna win no chip. Got a whole lot of money, but ain't nobody trying to go play for his team. Especially now, ain't nobody trying to get drafted to the Nets. His roster is boo-boo. He got Young Miami as a starter, and they trash. Don't get it twisted. Got money galore, but the team is butt. That's basically what this is, y'all. Okay, now we got to get back to this. Reg, go ahead, play that.
It was Suge Knight. That's my CEO, my partner, my homeboy, my love, my business, my inspiration, my love. Biggie Smalls, he's an artist that I listen to his music, I love his work. There's no beef, it's nothing personal. I don't hate him and I don't disrespect him, and I love what he do, you know what I'm saying? And it's just me, I'm just a smooth, peaceful individual. I don't have beef with nobody right now, baby.
Speaking of Biggie, what's up with this?
Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all gotta hear this. Okay, go ahead.
Speaking of Biggie, what's up with this East Coast, West Coast thing? Is this a media generated hype that continues to go on, or is there something to this? Where do you come down on this whole East Coast, West Coast conflict?
Well, basically, my point of view on the whole East Coast, West Coast thing is that you have West Coast radio stations that play East Coast music non-stop frequently It's a part of their programming. But when you go to the East Coast, and I specifically say East Coast meaning New York, radio stations don't play no West Coast music, but the streets buy West Coast music and
Because the music is too dirty. Way too filthy. Way too nasty for any radio station to play. Will be coming out of the West Coast mouth. Dropping balls in your jaws. How they gonna edit that on the radio? Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Who gonna be driving to the grocery store with their family? I ain't gonna lie, I would've turned that shit up to the max. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. You can't listen to that during family time. I wish they would put that shit on the radio today. Y'all ain't have no morality. That's some stuff for grown people that's playing cards, smoking, and drinking. And I grew up on the East Coast. And every car that rolled by had that G thing playing. And the reason why y'all was selling so many records on the East Coast is because we knew we couldn't hear it nowhere else unless we went to the store and bought it. So y'all ought to be happy. Anybody with some decency is not about to be playing that on no radio. I had it. Yo, let me share something with y'all real quick. Y'all stay tuned, man. I'm gonna show y'all what I had when I was coming up, what I was listening to, and a lot of y'all ain't up on this, man. But, this was my guy. I need to see this. What y'all know about Ain't Banks and the motherfucking Dangerous Crew? Anybody know who that is? I'm talking about this some dirty West Coast rap. Ain't Banks and the motherfucking Too Short. I got a house full of hoes. Who gonna play that on the radio, man? We was listening. Don't get it twisted. Ain't Banks, the whole Dangerous Crew. We was up on that Bay Area too. Hold up. Let me show y'all something. Don't think we wasn't listening to Easy. We was on it. Sibo, okay, Be Legit, Sugar T, D Shot, Sally Cell. We know who they is, but we'll be goddamn if they played that on the radio. And I'm sad that the West Coast is offended by that, but hey, people got decency and morals. Not about to be taking your grandma to church with Ain't Banks on the radio. You could easily edit some Biggie. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazines, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousines. You could play that at school and nobody would have been offended. So what is he talking about? Hold on, listen.
Point of view on the whole East Coast, West Coast thing is that you have West Coast radio stations that play East Coast music non-stop frequently. It's a part of their programming. But when you go to the East Coast, and I specifically say East Coast meaning New York, radio stations don't play no West Coast music, but the streets buy West Coast music.
This is how we do it. Doom. This is how we do it. We was listening to that. We had CeeLo, all of your West Coast music that was appropriate. It was on the radio, dog. Just because your stuff, and they play Snoop on the radio, he tripping. California Love was definitely coming on the radio stations in New York back in the day. Every song that y'all made without a whole bunch of cussing, It was played on the radio. I remember it like it was yesterday, man. You could catch some who was it? Coolio would come on the radio. As long as it wasn't disgusting, foul, and profane, we heard it. But you can't get mad. Somebody said Drew down. Can you feel me? I said I'm doing what I gotta do, staying true to the crew. Can you feel me? I said I'm deep down and dirty. I grew up hella early. Can you feel me? And plus, if you was watching Rap City in the Basement, you was hearing all that stuff anyway, man. But one thing for sure, if they would have bought their West Coast ass out to do a concert, wasn't nobody going to see no dude with a finger wave. New York would have not showed up and came out if Drew Down would have came to town. Where everybody at, man? I'm here to do my motherfucking show. That crowd would have been empty as hell. Like, I ain't about to get out in the cold to go see a nigga with a finger wave. As soon as he hit the stage with them candy curls, it's gonna be tomatoes flying. You shouldn't even be out in public with rollers in your hair. But that's Negro here nor there, man. Somebody said rapping Forte. Hey, it is what it is, man. They had some tracks. We gon' smoke a dip. Come on over to my place. Not a little bit, all of it. We gon' smoke a dip. Come on over to my place. Sure. We gon' smoke all of it, not a little bit. We gon' smoke a dip. Come on over to my place. We smoking sure. Wasn't that him? Hold on, let me type this in. Rapping Forte, smoke a dip. Was that him? Hold on, who sung that song? The song where they be talking about smoking sherm. I'm gonna play you for real. Tell me how you feel. They rapping like Boosie Collins all on the song. Oh, look, who sung that song? Sherm Stick. Who sung that? And Jay Felony. Was that him? I gotta look at the lyrics before I say it's him. Cause that song, that shit used to go hard. Lyrics. We gon' smoke a dip. Oh, that was him. That was J.O. Fel. I didn't know that. He said, we gon' smoke a dip. All of it, not a little bit. Hold on, wait. I gotta do this song. Where the lyrics at? This a little quick detour. Shout out to J.O. Felony, cuh. He said, on for 7, the helicopter lights nearly blind me. No, put on some gangster shit for this. In the southeast streets where you might find me, true bandana, my scanner, and my pager. In the blue 1994 One Blazer. And I'm the one all the hoes wanna get with, Jack Daniels, Punch, and the Endo Spliff. He made a Jack Daniels punch. You don't like the way I kick shit? You can get the... How they gonna play that on the radio, man? You don't like the way I kick shit? You can get the 643 willing, mobbing to the picnic. And they got them ribs. Keisha, let me get some more ribs on that plate, Keisha. Make sure it's a nice size plate, Keisha. He said he mobbing to the picnic, but something missing. Wake up and stop dreaming. Tishi, let's take a ride to the coast to get a demon. Well, damn. Bring it back to Gompert's Park. We about to. And everybody know what the fuck we doing. So they went and got the He said, let's go get a demon. Who gonna put that on the motherfucking radio, cuz? He mobbing to the picnic, but something missing. Wake up and stop dreaming. Tisha, let's take a ride to the coast to get a demon. He pulled up and got a bag of that. Ooh, wee. We gon' smoke a dip. All of it, not a little bit. We gon' smoke a dip. Come on over to my place. He said, in the men's bathroom. Fool, let me have room. Make sure I light it right so it won't go boom. We talking about bombing fluid. He rapping about bomb smoking. We gonna smoke a dip. He talking about smoking bombing fluid. PCP. This is illegal. He said, make sure I light it right so it won't go. You light that shit wrong, it's gonna blow up in your face. All they gonna see is your eyeballs with your hair sticking up on top of your head. Just like on the cartoons, man. He said, I took 4 hard hits and passed it to the next man. Now it seems like I got powers, like I'm the X-Man. Sitting on the curve for 4 fucking hours, dog. Thinking about my homie in the pen. Lil Boss Hog. A nigga gone. Nigga in the pen. Get home, boom. For 4 hours straight tripping, cuz. Think about the little homie Boss Hog. Damn near dead. About to head to the tilt. My homegirl woke me up with a carton of milk. She had to pour that shit all over his body. It's gonna be okay. I know you tripping off that dip. It's gonna make you feel good, baby boy. Her West Coast ass poured a whole carton of milk over his head just to calm homie down. He said, I'm glad I didn't get caught slipping when I was sleeping on them fools on the other side who called themselves creeping. But see, sucker, I'm from the Gangsta Nation crew, and everybody knows what the we gonna do. We gonna smoke a dip. I'm having too much motherfucking West Coast fun. We gotta get back. We got a third verse. I want to rap that thing so bad, but we ain't got time, man. Hey, this is what we gonna do. Y'all tell me a West Coast track y'all want to go over real quick. Cause I got time, baby. What's one of them OG gangster tracks? Hold on. Mara Aracana. She joined the Blessed Ones, man. She gonna be blessed forever. Thank you so much, beautiful. You more than welcome to the channel, man. Y'all let me know. But until then, we gotta get back into this. I'm sorry. That was too much West Coast fun. Snoop tripping. Everybody love West Coast music, but it's not always appropriate. It damn sure is not appropriate. We ain't never heard Diddy make a song about smoking a dip. Like if I light it wrong, my whole face gonna blow up. Everybody had Bad Boy soda. We gonna get high and we sitting on the curb. For 4 hours thinking about Lil Herb. If Diddy ever made some crackhead shit like that, he would have been canceled. Diddy would have a big clock around his neck like Flavor Flav. Like, yeah, boy. Let him make some dusty ass music like that and see where he would be. But it's all good on the West Coast. But don't expect that to be played on the radio, bro. Listen.
When you go to the East Coast, and I specifically say East Coast meaning New York, radio stations don't play no West Coast music.
You damn right.
But the streets buy West Coast music and support it to the fullest, so that leaves room for player hating, and it makes the East feel it's not cool to listen to West Coast music because they're not hearing it in the radio when the West is playing East Coast music and it's cool, so it's political. It's not the street rappers or the people that support rap. It's the people, the personalities in the radio station.
Hold on, Snoop, bruh. Now, we hear what you saying. And y'all gotta ask yourself this question, man. When it comes to whose catalog between the East Coast and the West Coast, we talking about Diddy and Dr. Dre, the catalog, the music. Who y'all think gonna have a longer lifespan? That West Coast music is timeless, but in the future, it's not gonna be appropriate. Diddy's music is way more appropriate, and it has a longer shelf life than anything that Dr. Dre, Death Row ever put out. Bad Boy music, the catalog is worth more because it's more marketable. You could play Bad Boy music, especially the number one hits in the future. It's timeless. When people gonna be traveling, you don't even need a plane no more. All you need to do is get a jetpack. When they come out with them commercials, I've been around the world and yeah. Y'all been player hating. When they come out with them real life spaceships. When people trillionaires and they talking about more money, more problems. That Diddy music got a longer shelf life than any of that West Coast music. And that's one of the reasons why they had to take him down so they can get that catalog for the low. Snoop Dogg, he the owner of Death Row, but where the hell you gonna distribute that music? It's gonna be a Doritos commercial. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have no Pringles. Is that how they gonna do that? Only time will tell. Look at this, man. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Cause Snoop, he trying to make points, but it's gonna be hard to make points when your West Coast legend done already exposed the plot. This is what Ice Cube and Mac 10 had to say about the East Coast. He said, back in the day, we used to respect y'all niggas. We used to be down with y'all niggas. All you have for the West Coast is criticism and disrespect. So I say to you and your city, y'all niggas will never get our respect again. West Side, nigga. That's how they was coming at the East Coast back then. And it's a line that he said that really messed everything up, man. He said, F all the critics in the NYC. Who wants to rock the microphone after me? Think of who you are and who you be. My energy holds it down like the NFC. I'm going through your whole borough with my Raider jacket and my Jerry Curl. Gangsters rule the world on the West. Nevertheless, WS, we got the bomb while you niggas got the stress. Basically saying that weed on the East Coast ain't worth shit. And the West Coast got that good weed. We got the bomb and y'all got the stress. Mac 10 went hard too. Dub C was talking crazy. He said, dusty ass New York critic killer, dumping and pumping the motherfucking lead in their chest because ain't none of them niggas ever gave it up for the West. The same way Snoop talking in that interview, they was talking like that through the whole song, going hard at New York. But this the part I wanted to get to. Ice Cube said, F all the critics in NYC trying to get an East Coast hip hop monopoly. Like how Snoop was saying, they'll play that music on the West Coast and the East Coast, but when it comes to the West Coast, they ain't trying to play none of their music. But this the part. He said, but I've been writing gangster since '83. when y'all was still scared to use profanity. That's it. The East Coast catalog have a longer shelf life because they wasn't doing all that cussing and profanity and disrespecting women and all that BS. And y'all been talking crazy since the 80s. We talking about when Michael Jackson was ruling music, when music was still clean, when the Commodores and shit was going platinum. They over there talking about, they saying all this stuff that they damn sure not about to put on no radio. Not back then. This back when Doogie Howser was on TV. They was still playing reruns of Matlock. So no, they not about to put y'all on the radio, never. He said the East Coast was scared to use profanity. That's because they knew that shit wasn't gonna get no play. People on the East Coast use slang and talk dirty and do all that. But they ain't about to put that on the radio. It's inhumane. It's immoral. It's kids out there listening. It's elders out there listening. They got all this toxic, all this dirt they just dumping onto society. And everybody ain't trying to hear that. And for the select few that want to hear it, go buy the album. Listen to it in your car, the privacy of your home, whatever you're trying to do. So it is what it is, man. Snoop and his feelings, but they knew the only way they could win is if they take down Diddy. And that's exactly what they did. This is the root of the East Coast, West Coast beef. Diddy was the golden boy for the longest. Clean music, clean money. Like the Floyd Mayweather of hip hop. And they couldn't stand it. All of the West Coast rappers was dirty fighters. Hitting all below the belt. Grudge matches, cage matches, ladders. Just down and dirty. And that's why they were so damn mad. And they played nice with Puff this whole time just so they can deal the blow. But it took for an East Coast rapper to take down. Look, you gotta fight fire with fire, baby. You ain't gonna be able to get at Puff with no West Coast guy. You think Drew Down would have been able to take down Puff? Or any of them dudes? They tried. They had to play nice with this man. But when 50 got on their team, it was lights out. And he driving the nail all the way in the coffin. 50 Cent destroyed Diddy for Dr. Dre and for Snoop Dogg. And the person that put him in position to do it, the one that made it all possible, is Eminem. Because the music industry is not about to go against Eminem. 50 can do no wrong. If you go at 50, you going at Eminem. And you can tell by when he first came out, all the bulletproof trucks, the bulletproof vests, the bulletproof everything. G-Unit was just bulletproof. Who y'all think was paying for all that? Who was providing all that protection for 50 Cent to do and say the stuff he was doing without having to worry about any repercussions? It was Eminem. Look at this, y'all. Matter of fact, I'll do you one better. Look at this. You ain't never seen a bigger Tupac fan than Marshall Mathers. This man been photoshopping himself next to Tupac for the longest. He produced Tupac albums after he passed. He'd do anything for Pac. And if he got all this love for Pac, all this admiration, then y'all know he had it in for Diddy. He said plenty of things, messed up things about Diddy. Eminem discussed how Tupac and Biggie's beef changed rap. He know the history. Look at this, man. Eminem has explained how Tupac and Biggie's beef changed the rap tradition of diss tracks in the special radio appearance. So he going on and on. Matter of fact, let's listen to a little bit of this. Y'all stay tuned.
That I feel like was the first time I ever heard anybody get that personal on a diss, because it was definitely most of it, majority was, personal below the belt jabs and shit.
Right. No subliminals.
But it was done so well, and the record was just so crazy. And that's another beef. The Tupac Biggie thing was tough because you like them both, and you're stuck in this weird thing where you're bumping a Tupac diss record, then you're bumping something from Biggie that might be dissing him in it. Like it's.
And you literally were in the middle growing up in Detroit, so you're between the East Coast and West Coast. So
yeah,
you're stuck in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you, babe.
Yeah, it was tough too because Pac had been out longer, so I was more of a fan of I had years invested in that. You know what I'm saying? And then Biggie came out with Ready to Die, and it was like, oh shit, this is so crazy. Like it's just so good.
No, he let it be known. He was way more invested in the Tupac than he ever was with Biggie. Biggie was second fiddle. In Eminem's opinion, he was a Tupac fan all the way. To hell with Biggie. He didn't even call Biggie disses. Oh, yeah. Oh, Eminem apologized to Diddy for dissing Revolt TV on the leaked song. He said, I was heated. Why, oh, why would he be mad at Diddy? Eminem has done the unthinkable and apologized for lyrics on the leaked song. A leaked song. Been hating this man in the studio all alone. The song leaked, which sees him diss Diddy's Revolt TV channel. And this only one of them. He said, F Revolt. Y'all like a effed up remote. Now I get it why our buttons is broke. He going on and on. He'll find the beef with Diddy even though it ain't got nothing to do with him. And that's where the Machine Gun Kelly diss came from, because Machine Gun Kelly was rolling with Diddy, and I hate to say it, but Machine Gun Kelly dissed the hell out of Eminem. Eminem's Tupac, Diddy, Machine Gun Kelly diss here are the best reactions. And he was going at Diddy on the Machine Gun Kelly diss, man. So Eminem just said Diddy was the one that put the hit on Tupac. Y'all see this shit? Diddy, after listening to Tupac line on Eminem's Kill Shot, when you hear Eminem drop a line about Diddy putting a hit on Tupac, Diddy, when he hears that line about Tupac, that's all they talking about. Machine Gun Kelly's song Rap Devil accuses Eminem of trying to sabotage his success. So why would Diddy get Machine Gun Kelly? Just to send a direct shot at Eminem, man. Hold on, y'all. Look at this. The beef between Eminem and Diddy was so intense, he could feel Eminem breathing down his neck. He went out there and got his own damn Eminem just to even the score. And Eminem was pissed when the fans voted that Machine Gun Kelly got the best of him. Hey man, we gonna continue on this path for a little bit. We gonna elaborate more on this beef for a while. Cause he been going at this man for years. Diddy responds to Eminem's lyric about his role in Tupac murder is hair-raising. That's bigger than rap, and I'm getting out of here because I'm afraid. That's what Diddy had to say about the situation. Namely, Diddy became the mark of the track most belligerent shots when M alluded to the... Diddy ain't even got nothing to do with it. Accusations of the founder being involved in the death of Tupac following Jay Electronica's Choice Awards for Slim Shady, and the audacious insinuation, it goes without saying, that the bar didn't sit well with Puff himself. If you recall, M spat the line while rapping to MGK's song. This is just one occasion. It's way more. What up? So when Diddy linked up in the studio with Dr. Dre, he ain't know that he was in the den of thieves. Hold on. Y'all gotta see this real quick. No, get it. Pull that up. No. Eminem, diss, Diddy, go. Hold on, we got a new member. I'm about to get to you right now, bro. Yo, shout out to Mr. Robert Rudolph for joining the channel, man. So much love for you, brother. You more than welcome, and you're gonna be blessed forever, Playboy. Thank you so much. And everybody show him some love, man. Robert Rudolph is now a member, and best believe it's a whole lot of perks that come along with that. Okay, this is what I wanted y'all to see. Why does Eminem and 50 Cent hate Diddy so bad? I've heard a lot of jibes at Diddy from Eminem, like Diddy's side bitch. Diddy sent the hit on Tupac. So people having whole discussions on Reddit, like threads of this stuff about they beef, man. And that's just one scenario. But they've been going back and forth. Diddy's network brutally claps back at Eminem's diss in the leaked song. Says, and hold on, I'm looking for that song where he told the chick to go F Puffy. And that it was on his second album. I remember it like it was yesterday. Okay, Eminem's diss Diddy, Marshall Mathers LP. Where that lyric at? Because I've been looking for it for a long time. Okay, I gotta pull this up. He dissed a little bit of everybody on this album. He went at Michael Jackson. You know, he sent a lot of shots, man. I swear on the next video, I'm gonna get it together for y'all. Cause he was firing off the hip for years. So with all that being said, let's bring it back home. And let's get a clear understanding of what this is all about. The West Coast got plenty of ammunition. They had to go outside their region to bring in some hitters. Dr. Dre went out there and got Eminem. Solidified them boys from any accusations, don't turn them into icons. Nobody is gonna go at Eminem's friends out of respect. I remember when Eminem came out, hip hop flipped upside down, man. Eminem was really the god of rap. And let me explain to y'all why that is. Okay. All right, let's get this together real quick, because we gotta put all this stuff on the table so everybody can get a clear understanding of how Diddy has been destroyed. Because people accuse Diddy of ruining hip hop. They saying he's the reason why everybody flossing, everybody got a chain, everybody iced out, everybody blinging. Why it's all about the hoes and the clothes instead of the flow. People been blaming him for that forever. So look at this, man. I hope I worded this right, because I'm trying to okay, what year? That came out in 1999. Okay. Okay. All right. This should be the list that we gotta go by. All right. Let's get into it, y'all. This is the deal. The top 40 hip hop albums of 1999. These are the top 40 that was popping off, man. You got your boy Mos Def representing for the East Coast. Don't get me wrong, Mos Def got a hell of a fan base. But it was a lot of people rocking with this album. But for the mainstream, people wasn't getting it. This is some strictly New York, East Coast region. And for everybody else that love hip hop, it was a hip hop album. Nevertheless, The Roots, Things Fall Apart, a slavery album, came out in, it's a big album, a hip hop classic. Don't get it twisted, but yeah. MF Doom, another East Coast album, came out, and people rock with MF Doom. But this is the epitome. This is what it was all about. All this other stuff, even though it was good, it do not compare to the Marshall Mathers LP. The way they was rapping, you heard it before. MF Doom, hey, rest in peace, was on some Wu-Tang shit. The Roots, you heard all these dudes before. It's the same old boom bap hip hop. But this dude, I can't even explain what the hell was happening in hip hop when Eminem. You ain't never heard nothing like this ever in your life. Not before. This album, man, I can't even explain. I know y'all was there. For the people that witnessed it, it was like a tsunami. Especially, a lot of people didn't even know he was white at first. It was like, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody bringing something new, something original to the game. Who is this Eminem? That boy spitting. When we thought he was black, we was proud to have him in the lineup. And even when we found out he was white, we was like, that blew us the fuck away. Look, Pharaoh Munch, more boom bap hip hop. Internal Affairs. It was mystical. It was on some Rod Digger, some karate shit. This ain't I'll see this shit, man. This is embarrassing. Dr. Doom, first come, first serve. He got a roach on the plate with a cheeseburger with a rat with a gorilla in the back. This shit, it was embarrassing. Look at his hairdo. Look like Johnny Versnatchy or it's corny. Old girl in the back throwing her panties out the window. Ass. Blackalicious came out with an album. Prince Paul, A Prince Among Thieves. Yep, that's what was popping. Loot Pack. Who thought these the Method Man and Red Man Blackout? I don't even believe that came out in 99. Handsome B-Boy Modeling School. J. Rue the Damager. Like somebody in prison drew his album cover with a big booty chick with a blunt herm. What was they thinking? They put this in the stores, y'all. Yep. Rubber Room. Inspector Deck. He trying to run from the police. They put the K9 on his ass. Now he ain't got nowhere. Look, he's stuck. God. Now this album, I ain't gonna lie, this album a West Coast classic, cuh. The Streets is a mother. What y'all know about that Corrupt? It was a classic, but it wasn't hitting on Eminem. You had Missy Elliott. She came out with that. Nas. Q-Tip with the Breathe and Stop. Now what? Show me what you got. Who? Breathe and Stop. Y'all remember that? This is not what we wanted from a Tribe Called Quest. This is not what nobody wanted. Shout out to Q-Tip. But it was bad. He tried to go the Diddy route and do the hip hop hibbity hip hop hop hibbit with the fur coat and all the shit. And it bombed. Shout out to Q-Tip. Slick Rick came out of jail with the booty goon. He was writing about booty and buttholes and stuff. That's what his album. He was fresh out. He rented a bunch of jewelry and hit the road with Outkast. Deep Puddle Dynamics, DMX, that came out in No, that came out. Hold on. Now that was a competitor. I ain't gonna lie. Ice-T. Yeah, they dropped a whole bunch of shit in 99, but it's only one album that really stood out. But they missing one. Where is that? Oh, this is what I wanted to show y'all. Now, when Eminem first hit the scene, that's when Cash Money took over for the 99 and the 2000. It was all about Cash Money. Those was the headliners. If it wasn't about Eminem, and Jay-Z did his thing too, but that was volume 3. I mean, you know. Hold up. The Chronic and the Slim Shady album came out the same year. So they was doubling up on the money. But besides that, it was all about Cash Money, Chopper City in the Ghetto, Bling Bling. Every time I come around, you say that bling bling. It was about that. It was about the Hot Boys, and it was about Juvie. 400 degrees, or was it 500 degrees? But yeah, if you wasn't a whack East Coast rapper, you had to be Eminem or somebody with an icy chain. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, look, I don't veer too far off the subject. Let's get back to this real quick.
Behind these radio stations on the East Coast.
Wait.
People that support rap is the people, the personalities in the radio station.
What's behind these radio stations on the East Coast? You said New York, so let's talk about New York City. What's behind, you think, the politics of these radio stations on the East Coast not playing West Coast rap music like yours?
I really couldn't tell you, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they don't have respect for West Coast rap. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I know the streets, the people on the streets of New York and the rappers out there as well, they love West Coast rap. They respect it and they...
Okay, hold up. Snoop can play this nice guy shit all he want. Hold on. Oh shit, y'all can see that, my bad. Yeah. And y'all need to listen at this, man. Hold up. Okay. All right, here we go. Listen at this, man.
Radio.
All the artists that we liked, like Kool Herc and Melly Man, you know, all them, they was dissing us. You know, just like
everybody.
You know, just how young people don't like the old music and young people, you know, and the old people don't like it. It was just like that back in the days. And then, you know, we had made that New York song.
Talk to me.
And then, you know, but Melly Mel, it was a Melly Mel song.
Yeah.
And he got paid for that 100% of that song. We didn't get a dime off of that song.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Sugar Hill wanted it all. You know what I'm
So
saying?
that's his favorite song out that he ever did.
That's the most he ever got paid for, a song that he probably didn't even get paid for. You know, the label.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that the Dog Pound had to pay Melly Mel for the New York song? He got 100% cash money for a Snoop Dogg song, and when they went out to promote the song, they trailer got shot up by Biggie? Can't tell me he wasn't mad about that, or still mad about that. Y'all do a song, y'all gotta pay these East Coast niggas 100%, and they shot at y'all damn trailer. That's something that cannot easily be forgiven, man. Hold up.
It's all about the label. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? And then we got shot at there, you know what I'm saying? And Biggie was on the radio telling them, like, yeah, y'all gonna let them come down here in our city and da-da-da-da, and they down there in Times Square. Go handle that. You know what I mean? And it was on from then, and then Tupac heard it, and then he was going crazy. And then when we came back to LA after all that drama, that's when the video switched up.
So it wasn't no love by the time y'all got back to LA.
I mean, hey, it was going down. You know what I'm saying?
Talk.
That boy is smooth, calm, and calculated. We can be friends. He'll sit with you, share his chips. You want some cookies, cuz? He'll pour you some apple juice. They had Diddy under the impression that everything was cool. It's all love, playboy. We love you. You my brother. You my family. They played his ass. You think they really gonna let that slide? Hell no. But the only way you can get close to him is if you get one of his own peoples to drag his ass while they acting like they ain't got nothing to do with it, man. They sitting there like, well, they paid the pit bull dog to get him. Developing a whole documentary on Diddy allegations and vowed to donate the proceeds to sexual assault victims like Dr. Dre ain't been the worst. Y'all gotta hear this one more time, man. Because Dr. Dre beat this one. Look, listen, this is the last time I'm gonna play this. Listen.
August. Till then, doctors have ordered Robinson to do nothing but get complete rest and try to eat as hearty as he can. In Los Angeles, Dee Barnes, host of the Fox TV rap show Pump It Up, is filing a civil suit against Dr. Dre of the hardcore rap group NWA. Barnes seeks damages over $10 million and claims that last January at an LA club, Dre assaulted her, grabbing her hair, slamming her face and body into a wall, and kicking her in the ribs. Barnes' attorneys say that...
Wait a minute. He had allegations in the early 90s, late 80s, for $10 million worth of damages, and he ain't wind up paying this woman not one red cent. It's 30-something years later, and he still ain't going down. Diddy was dating Cassie not even a decade ago. I don't even think it was 5 years ago. And he had to cough up 30 mil. And 50 Cent was the main one campaigning. All on the news. Look at this. He been going hard for years. 50 Cent takes aims at Diddy amid assault allegations. 50 Cent says he'll make a documentary about Diddy. 50 Cent can't help but once again mock Diddy over the latest sexual assault allegations. He can't help it. 50 Cent keeps his foot on Diddy's neck following a $3 million assault. You figure if he already going through the mud, why would you kick this man when he down? He ain't stopping. He's a workhorse. 50 Cent take aims at Diddy Combs after Cassie rape abuse allegations. You look crazy as a motherfucker. 50 Cent claims Diddy orchestrated Tupac's murder. This is Eminem. He's a puppet. Or like Eminem would call it, a toy soldier. I'm pretty sure 50 don't even really want to beef with this man. He really don't even want to do it to Puff like that. He got Biggie, Tupac, the Big L, while he rapping about them toy soldiers. He got them on deck. He know exactly what he employ people to do. He said them boys is like toy soldiers to him. Y'all go out there and you might catch a body, you might beat a body, but you gonna do my bidding. If he got a beef, he gonna make you go out there and handle it. You gonna be on the front line for Mr. Marshall Mathers your whole career. I never even listened or even paid attention to the lyrics of this song. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Okay, let's get into this real quick and fast. He says, step by step, heart to heart, left, right, left, we all fall down like toy soldiers. Bit by bit torn apart, we never win, but the battle wages on for toy soldiers. He said, I'm supposed to be the soldier who never blows his composure, even though I hold the weight of the world on my shoulders. I ain't never supposed to show it. My crew ain't supposed to know it. Even if it means going toe to toe with Benzino, it don't matter. I never drag him in battles that I can't handle, unless I absolutely have to. I'm supposed to set an example. I need to be the leader. My crew looks for me to guide them. If some shit ever does pop off, I'm supposed to be beside him. That Josh, I tried to squash it. It was too late to stop it. There's a certain line you just don't cross, and he crossed it. I heard him say Haley's name on the song, and I just lost it. It was crazy. The shit went away beyond some Jay-Z and Nas shit, and even though the battle was won, I feel like we lost it. I spent so much energy on it. Honestly, I'm exhausted. And I'm so caught in it, I almost feel I'm the one who caused it. Actually, you did, bro. Hold on, man. This ain't what I'm in hip hop for. It's not what I got in it, or why I got in it. That was never my object, for someone to get killed. Why would I want to destroy something I helped build? That wasn't my intentions. My intentions were good. I went through my whole career without mentioning Suge. And that was just out of respect for not running my mouth and talking about something that I knew nothing about. Plus, Dre told me to stay out. This just wasn't my beef, so I did. I just fell back and watched and gritted my teeth while he's all over TV, down talking to man who literally saved my life. Like, fuck it, I understand this is business and this just isn't none of my business, but still knowing this could pop off at any minute. He made a whole song pleading the fifth. A whole song talking about the beef and drama. Look at this, man. He said there used to be a time when you could just say a rhyme and wouldn't have to worry about one of your people dying, but now it's elevated because once you put someone's kids in it, the shit get escalated. It ain't just words no more, is it? It's a different ball game. You calling names and you ain't just rapping. We actually tried to stop 50 and Ja from beefing from happening. Me and Dre had sat with him, kicked it and chat with him and asked him not to start it. He wasn't gonna go after him until Ja started yapping in magazines how he stabbed him, F it 50, smash him, mash on him, let him have it. Oh my God. The puppet master calling the shots. I don't want to do it, but if I have to, I don't want to see anybody die. But if you cross that line, you could talk about whoever you want to talk about. But if you say something about Haley, Oh, not my Haley. Kill that nigga 50, kill him. Get that nigga Rex. As soon as you mention Haley, that's when he gonna lose his shit. It's all good. He talk about your black ass mama or your black daughter, your black son, your black, he don't give a fuck. As soon as you say something about Haley, it's game over. Y'all see how that is? It's all good as long as he's not involved. Come on, man, no beef, man. He'll watch y'all slaughter each other in the streets. But let you say something about Haley. Oh, it's game over. Like the gloves is off. He don't give a damn. Like somebody got to die. Man, if y'all want to know the root of why Diddy is going through what he going through, you could easily point the finger at Eminem. Because if 50 doing all this, he said they sat him down. Me and Dre had sat with him and kicked it and chat with him and asked him not to start it. So if he'll listen to what y'all got to say, and y'all the ones calling the shots, y'all got the muzzle on his mouth like he a pit bull, it's only safe to believe that y'all the ones, you and Dr. Dre, put this man up to the Diddy task. 50 Cent offers to buy revolt after Diddy sexual assault lawsuits. I'll give you a few dollars. And this is after Eminem said F revolt. 50 Cent mocks Diddy after his latest abuse allegation. 50 Cent is producing a documentary. 50 Cent, the Diddy documentary will explore sexual assault. 50 Cent continues mocking Diddy. Method Man responds to 50 Cent posting old videos of him supposedly making Diddy allegations. 50 Cent again taunts Diddy, this time with AI images of Tupac. Karma is a motherfucker. Ja Rule, this ain't nothing but Eminem using his toy soldier. Look at that. I just showed y'all how Eminem will Photoshop an AI a picture of him and Tupac. But instead of him in the picture, he put 50 in the picture. Karma is a motherfucker, brother love. Brother love, brother love. Tivius Banks said allegedly. Yeah, bro, allegedly. Allegedly, bro. I'm just saying. 50 Cent is the LeBron James of the Lakers playing for the West Coast. They going on and on and on with this stuff, man. Thank you, 50. You did a good job for the West. Y'all won. The East Coast, West Coast beef is finished. Diddy is done. Dr. Dre got his star. Game over. Snoop Dogg is still the man. He owned Death Row. Y'all played it like some pros. Shout out to y'all squad. Y'all had a hard time. I mean, y'all sold plenty of records in the 90s. Don't get it twisted. Them boys was going platinum, making all types of money. But when it came to the respect, that was something that they was lacking because they made a whole bunch of disgusting music that you couldn't play at somebody's graduation. The down south. Okay, let me make my prediction before I get out of here because we done talked about the East and the West Coast all night. 50 Cent teased a surviving Diddy movie after the latest lawsuit. Oh my God. Is you stupid or dumb? 50 Cent slams Floyd Mayweather for his comments of sexual assault on Diddy. So Floyd Mayweather trying to take up for Diddy, and here come 50. 50 mocks Diddy's legal woes, pleading for love from a fiend. He doing concerts. He got a whole campaign going at Diddy. He on stage. He just won't let that shit go. And y'all know who he signed to. Look at this, man.
I don't know how y'all live out this motherfucker. It was 115 degrees the last time I got here. Some of y'all cuss me out, some of y'all curse me out, say all kinds of shit, fuck you 50, you can't shoot the show, bitch. You call me all kinds of names online. And then somebody could have came in and fell out. They would have died and been fucked up. Live Nation would have acted like they had nothing to do with the show. 50 was the promoter. 50 did the shit all by himself. We told him not to do it.
That nigga left on that shit.
That's what y'all would have did to me. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, right? I love you. Why you don't love me back?
Okay, I gotta do this before I get out of here. To show y'all how much this man admires Eminem. Let's go. For those that didn't know, I mean, I've been doing videos about this. As a matter of fact, let me pull up my videos that I did about this real quick. Y'all stay tuned. They actually got me for copyright strikes and all this stuff. And they wanted me to, you know, I had to take a lot of this stuff down. It may not even be up there. I would be surprised. Look, I've been doing theories on this stuff 7 years ago. Surprised that's still up. I've been making predictions and stuff. They ain't like that. The show was very predictable, and I predicted this shit to the months before the show. I was predicting the whole season before the season even dropped, and I hit that shit right on the nail. That's how predictable it was, man. Hold on, I got a whole playlist. Let me see the full playlist. I got the Kanan and Tariq theory, the season 5 theory, 6 years ago, Lakeisha and Tommy, Tommy and Tasha, Angela and Ghost theory, the Ghost theory, it's on and on, man. I had to put this one on members only, but I've been doing this. And I see exactly what's going on in 50's mind when it comes to this show, man. Let me break it down for y'all real quick. No. Ghost is Dr. Dre. Tommy is a representation of Eminem. And 50 Cent is himself, the underboss. The one at the bottom of those two. And Dr. Dre the one calling the shots. And 50's character was way closer to Tommy than he ever would have been with Ghost. So in a nutshell, he okay with taking the back seat as long as he's in the motherfucking car. Even though it's his show, he sacrificed himself so these two can continue. And on top of that, he got rid of Ghost and gave Tommy his own spin-off series. And with that being said, and y'all get a clear understanding of what's going on, let's do this real quick. Get rid of that. And I recommend that y'all go check out them Sean Blazerton. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play one of them joints before we get out of here, man. Cause I had the Boney Tony voice and everything on them videos. So it's a couple of villains that they had on the Power Show. And you can pretty much sum it up to people in the music industry, man. Had some dude named Milan. Okay. It was a couple of villains that they took out. They always work together to take a boss out the game. They have business propositions with somebody. They have a deal that they make with somebody and it never goes through. And how they get out of the deal is by taking out the freaking boss. They got to work together to take out they connect. They make all these promises. They gonna do this. They gonna do that. And eventually, they work together to take the motherfucker out the game. That's the whole premise of the damn show. They got in bed with Milan. They said they was gonna work with him. But all along, I don't know how many dudes they effed over. Every connect they ever had, they screwed them over on the show. So, when you see stuff like this, hold on, pull that up. When you see stuff like this ain't nothing but another episode of Power. They promised Diddy they was gonna drop them beats, them Diddy beats, and they lost $200 million. How you think they gonna get that money back? How they gonna recoup that bread? Ghost done put up 200 bricks for Milan, and now the pack messed up. So Tommy gotta figure out a way with Kanan to recoup that money they lost for Mulan. Man, I could go on and on for days, but I'm gonna end this off. Hey, which one y'all want to see? Let me know. Y'all want to do the Kanan and Tariq theory? How Lala got her role in Power? Y'all want to do that one? 50 Cent, what y'all want to do? Lakeisha and Tommy? Angela? I predicted that Angela was gonna come back as a motherfucking ghost, and people thought I was out of my mind. Like, how the hell you gonna bring back Angela and she dead? I predicted they was gonna bring back Raina as a ghost, and they did. Hold up, episode 1. I'm gonna play this one real quick. Season 4. I'm gonna do this one. Hold on, y'all. Let's get to this, man. Hold on. Get it together.
This is very specifically for men.
Damn. Hey, thank God I got ads. Okay, here we go.
The next 45.
It starts off with Kanan and Tyreek watching cartoons together. They smoking weed and drinking lean and just chilling. And then Jukebox walk in the room.
I hate to break up y'all little situation, but Kanan, can I talk to you for a minute? All right. Hey, little man, I'll be right back.
Kanan walked over in the corner to talk to Jukebox. He noticed she had some bags because she just came back from the grocery store. He started looking through the bags. He saw she had some potato chips. He kept looking, and then he saw a box of pads, and that's when she flipped out on him.
What the fuck is this, daddy daycare? You all booed up with this little nigga? Did you hear anything about the money? No, I ain't hear nothing yet, but I'm keeping my ears to the street. Don't get soft on me, Kanan. You act like you about to marry this little motherfucker.
As he was about to walk away, she saw that his pockets was bulging, so she digged in his pockets.
What the fuck is this?
She pulled out some Snickers, some Skittles, and some Airheads out his pockets.
Tyreek said he wanted some candy, so I went to the store and got it for him. It was gonna be a surprise.
Jukebox wanted to slap the shit out of Kanan, but she ain't want to scare Tyreek. She really wanted to beat his ass, but her period was on. She just told him to stop with all that bullshit and get to the money. Kanan was just nodding his head, and then he thought about something, and then he told her,
Hey, Juke, I know where his mother be at. She be at the hair salon. You know, the one where all the strippers be at. Maybe you can go up there and get some info.
Jukebox started to think about all the bad bitches that be at the hair salon. She started thinking, maybe I could go up there, bag one of them bitches, and let them eat the box. Or maybe I can eat they box. Jukebox was horny. She ain't had no loving since she left DC.
Well, maybe I can do that. I ain't had no fish since I left DC. Maybe I can go up there and catch me a wild bass. You know it'd be a lot of bitches at the hair.
Okay, look, let me explain. Back when I made this, you could get away with all that. 7 years ago. So yeah, it was a different time. I can't do this shit today, but it was fun when I was able to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what took the fun out of it. You could do stuff like this and they'll just let it fly. It wasn't no strikes. It wasn't no, all this sensitive shit. Man, I miss them days. If I wanted to go ham with the creativity, my whole channel would get canceled today. But it's always fun to reminisce, man. Y'all need to go check this stuff out. Because this is when I was free to do what I wanted to do. We all was free. But yeah, it is what it is, you know. But that's Negro here nor there. Hey, man, we about to go ahead and pull out of here. I just wanted to get this point across. I'm about to show y'all some love. Y'all got to let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I encourage you to go watch the Power series, man, on the Sean Blazington channel. I promise you won't be disappointed. Detroit's Finest is in the building. Jay Prather, what it do? She said, you did good. It was, man, look, I miss it, man. It was incredible. Detroit's Finest in the building. Mara Arcana, El Patrino, Sidewinders, Kane Grains, what it do, man? Tivius Banks, Tammy T. She said YouTube is sensitivity, man. It's all the way sensitive now. Neil Ortiz. I think the people is sensitive. That's what the problem is. It ain't YouTube. The people is sensitive, man. Victoria, what it do, girl? And everybody watching the video, I really do appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like. Everything I said on this video is allegations and speculations for entertainment purposes. I don't mean nothing by it, baby. And for all the entertainers that I mentioned, I got love for y'all. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, congratulations on your Hollywood Walk of Fame. 50 Cent, you know we got love for you, boy. And Diddy, everything gonna be all right. And for the people that hit that Cash App, let me show y'all nothing but love. I'm talking about Lanisha. Hit that Cash App. Faith Darden, hit the Cash App as well. Thank you so much, Faith. And we got Grace, hit the Cash App too. Oh man, y'all amazing. I want to thank y'all so much. She said, can I call her one? Hey, do what you got to do, Faith. And for all the ladies out there, y'all the reason why I'm making these videos. Tamika Hill, Mara Arcana, all y'all beautiful women, man. I said a lot of things I shouldn't have said, but I risk my motherfucking life.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl.
Sean got the jocks. I'm keeping it funky like some socks.